Alligator Blood showed just how tough he is last Saturday at Sandown when he took out the Group 1 Futurity Stakes in impressive fashion. He is now a 5-time Group 1 winner, and the son of All Too Hard will go on to be favourite for the All-Star Mile on March 18th. The action in Victoria takes place at Flemington this weekend. Gold Revolver will look to keep his winning streak intact for Blue Blood Thoroughbreds and make it 4 in a row in the English Sprint. Are you confident he can remain in the winner's circle?
I've been very pleased with Gold Revolver. Continues to hold his condition very well, and it looks in great form at present. He's just gone from strength to strength whilst racing in Melbourne. He's had the experience up the straight. Has to go to a new level again today, but certainly feel he's capable of running a career best for us. But as I said, he's really looking well and in good shape.
BUTCH CASSIDY will make his debut in the listed Furphy Trophy for James Harron and Connections. This colt by Written Tycoon has won his 2 trials in the lead up to this race. What are his chances?
Really excited to see BUTCH CASSIDY here in his debut race. Thought he's going there on the back of 2 excellent and strong trials in Sydney. So he's nice and forward for this race. Certainly expect him to be very competitive. Obviously, his first time up the straight is the only unknown for us, but from all indications, I think it'll suit him well. He's been very professional in both his trials, so yeah, expect him to be very competitive. And looking forward to seeing him step out.
Ute Spirit has settled into life in our Flemington stable very well, and he is set to run in the quality handicap over 2,500 metres. Will he relish this step up and trip for First Light Racing and Connections?
I thought Ute Spirit's been running very well in Sydney. He's been building nicely throughout the campaign, and should be right near his peak now at this point of the preparation. He's stretching out to a more suitable distance. I think it'll help him get into a nice rhythm and stick on very well. So really think he'll perform well, and expect him to run a big race for us and continue through his grades here in Melbourne.
Crosstalk will race on Friday in the Group 3 Newcastle Stakes. He came so close first up to finish second in the Shandon Handicap at Rosehill. Has he come on from this run?
Whilst he went down as favourite when being first up this preparation, I still think Crosstalk ran a great race first up. He does generally take that run to show the improvement. I think we've seen that in his work in between. Remaining at the 1400 here, up in class, but I think he's ready to run a big race. His work's been excellent since his first up run, and certainly seen that improvement.
Spirit of VOMO will look to break his maiden at Cranbourne's night meeting in the 3-year-old plate over 1,400 metres. This son of Spirit of Boom will need to improve on his recent form to be in the finish. Talk us through his chances.
Spirit of VOMO is certainly capable of making the necessary improvement. I think he may have just got lost and struggled that first time, the Melbourne way of going, but as I said, I think there's plenty of upside there. From what we've seen off his previous form, that should certainly see him well and truly be competitive in today's race.
Randwick will host Saturday's feature meeting in Sydney. Red Resistance will resume in the Group 2 Todman Stakes after his impressive win in the Group 3 Canonbury Stakes for Sir Owen Glenn of Go Bloodstock. Are you happy with his progress in between runs?
Red Resistance is a horse that just looks to be continuing to thrive at present. Really excited by his chances going forward. Looks to just take that continual improvement in his work and his racing. He was kept up to the mark with a nice sharp trial in between runs. So looking forward to him stepping out in what's going to be a small but very competitive field.
Converge will return to the races in the Group 1 Canterbury Stakes. He's enjoyed 2 trials in the lead up to this top tier contest. Has he returned in good order this preparation?
Unfortunately, I don't think we got to see the best from Converge last preparation. For whatever reason or excuse, he didn't quite come up. But certainly feel he's capable of bouncing back and certainly shouldn't be forgotten in that regard. But his first up run will I think, tell us a lot for the preparation and what will lie ahead. Hopefully we can see him back to his best on Saturday and give us the confidence for the campaign. But I do feel he's in great shape.
Sir Lucan will make his highly anticipated return to the races in the listed Randwick City Stakes. This son of Camelot hasn't been seen at the races since his run in the 2021 Melbourne Cup, but he is looking fit and ready to go. What can we expect to see from him this preparation?
Really looking forward to seeing Sir Lucan back at the races. Obviously, he's a long time off the scene, but he's a very, very talented horse, more than capable of being very competitive at this class first up. No doubt he'll continue to improve throughout the campaign and with racing, but certainly feel he's returned to the stable in great shape, and I've been very pleased and optimistic what we've seen from him at the trials.
Sacramento ran well to finish third in the Parramatta Cup a fortnight ago. He will step up in trip to 2,000 metres in the Randwick City Stakes, which will suit him down to a T. What type of race are you expecting him to run?
Sacramento was an excellent run there last start. Certainly feel the horse is in good order and it continues to improve throughout the campaign. I do feel he's racing that little bit more dour this campaign and at this point of the preparation, so he may well be suited by stepping up over a little bit further this campaign once again. But saying that, he's in good shape, he continues to train well, looks fantastic, so expect to run another competitive and honest race.
Narvaez will head to the benchmark 70 over 1,300 metres at Wangaratta. Is this an ideal starting point for him this preparation?
Narvaez is in good shape. He's had a couple of nice trials to have him up to the mark for his first up run. He is a horse that generally carries plenty of condition. Does take a little bit of racing for him to start reaching his peak. So I do feel there'll be good improvement off the back of his first up run. But as I said, he's in good order and very pleased with his most recent work.